Welcome to Tracking the Week. On Monday, Vice President Kashim Shettima arrived in Luanda for the 7th African Union-European Union Summit, where he is representing President Bola Tinubu. Shettima, who reached the protocol hall venue at about 2 p.m. local time, was standing in for the president following the decision to remain in Nigeria to address heightened security concerns after the abduction of more than 300 people within a week. The vice president traveled from Johannesburg late Sunday, shortly after representing Tinubu at the G20 summit. Clad in a white traditional outfit, he entered the summit venue alongside the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar. According to officials familiar with his schedule, Shettima's engagement during the two-day summit would center on strengthening Africa-EU collaboration on security, trade, and regional stability. Also on Monday, the United Kingdom rejected a request from the Nigerian government to transfer former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu to Nigeria to complete his prison sentence. Ekweremadu is serving time in a UK facility after he was found guilty in 2023 of plotting to harvest the kidney of a young man. He received a jail term of 9 years and 8 months following the conviction, which stemmed from a high-profile organ trafficking case that drew international attention. With the latest decision, Ekweremadu will remain in the UK to serve out the remainder of his sentence. On Tuesday, President Bola Tinubu formally transmitted the Legal Practitioners Bill 2025 to the Senate, signaling an important move to modernize the country's legal framework. The President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, read the Legal Practitioner Bill 2025 on the floor of the Senate. The bill seeks to replace the outdated Legal Practitioners Act of 2004 with comprehensive reforms designed to regulate and uplift professional standards across Nigeria's legal sector. Senator Akpabio highlighted that the bill focuses on protecting public interest, promoting the rule of law, and enhancing public trust in legal services. It introduces key principles such as integrity, confidentiality, and ethical conduct as a backbone of legal practice. The bill also establishes the Legal Practitioner Disciplinary Committee, empowered to investigate and discipline lawyers guilty of misconduct, with penalties that can include suspension or removal from the legal role. Also on Tuesday, Kwara State Police Command confirmed the violent attack on the Ishakpa community in Ekiti local government area of the state. The police command announced that 10 persons were abducted following the Monday evening invasion by suspected armed raiders. It was earlier reported that at least 11 residents were kidnapped. Between 20 and 30 armed bandits stormed Ishakpa, Ekiti local government area of Kwara around 6 p.m. on Monday, shooting indiscriminately as villagers fled in panic. A statement on Tuesday by the State Police Public Relations Officer SP Adetoyun Ijire Adeyemi said the command received distress call around 6:30 p.m. on November 24 and immediately deployed patrol teams and tactical units to the area. In response to the severity of the incident, the State Commissioner of Police CP Adekimi Ujo visited Ishakpa for an on-the-spot assessment. On Wednesday, President Bola Tinubu nominated non-career ambassador for the United States, United Kingdom and France. The information was made known via Onanuga's X handle. The three nominees are Ambassador Ayodele Oke, retired Colonel Lateef Kayode, and Ambassador Amin Mohammed Dalatu. The posting would be finalized following Senate screening. Ambassador Amin Mohammed Dalatu previously served as Nigeria's ambassador to South Korea during President Buhari's administration, having been appointed in 2016. Ambassador Ayodele Oke, an alumnus of Emory University in Atlanta, is former Director General of the National Intelligence Agency (NIA) and previously served as Nigeria's ambassador to the Secretariat of the Commonwealth of Nations in London. Retired Colonel Lateef Kayode was Director General of State Security Service (SSS) from 1999 to 2007, served as National Security Advisor in 2010, and was an officer in the Directorate of Military Intelligence. He graduated with first-class honors in psychology from University of Ibadan in 1980. Still on Wednesday, the Senate agreed that the Terrorism Act be amended to impose death penalty on convicted kidnappers. The resolution followed growing concerns over rising insecurity in Kwara, Kebbi and Niger states. Senator Lala Ashiru of Kwara South, who sponsored the motion, urged urgent federal intervention after recent abductions, including school children in Kebbi. The Senate also debated reports of soldiers withdrawing from vulnerable areas before attack. Senator Eyinaya Baribe and other senators criticized the government's handling of security, saying the administration must own up to its failures instead of blaming predecessors. On Thursday, the Inspector General of Police confirmed the recall of 11,566 personnel previously attached to VIP protection duties, directing their redeployment to active policing assignments nationwide. The move forms part of a broader operational realignment aimed at boosting frontline security, expanding police visibility, and strengthening manpower in vulnerable communities. He said this while meeting with senior police officers, stressing that the transition must not be misinterpreted or exploited by individuals or groups seeking political advantage or attempting to undermine public confidence in the police force. The Nigerian police, he noted, is focused on protecting communities rather than servicing individual interests and will continue to prioritize public safety outcomes. Still on Thursday, the kidnapped students of Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School Maga, who were kidnapped on 17 November 2025, regained their freedom and have been reunited with their families after medical examination. During the Antinova ceremony at Government Hospital in Kebbi, the Kebbi State Governor Nasir Idris Kaura Ngwando thanked President Bola Tinubu for taking prompt measures in ensuring the safe release of the kidnapped students. Governor Nasir also appreciated the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokom, and other security agencies for their unwavering commitment during the unfortunate incident, which yielded positive results. On Friday, President Bola Tinubu approved the establishment of the National Tax Policy Implementation Committee (NTPIC). The committee, with Joseph Tegbe chairs, will ensure the implementation of the administration's landmark tax reforms in line with the economic aspiration of government and people of Nigeria. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy Wale Edo will oversee the committee's work. Bayo Ononuga, Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, in a statement said the committee will undertake extensive consultation across the public and private sectors to ensure broad-based input into the implementation process. Lastly, on Friday, the Court of Appeal in Abuja struck out the appeal by terrorism convict Nnamdi Kanu of the indigenous people of Biafra on grounds that it was without merit and had become academic following his conviction for terrorism offences by Federal High Court in a judgment on November 20. In a judgment on Friday, the three-member panel of the Appellate Court found that Kanu's claim that his fundamental rights to human dignity, rights to quality of care and religion were being breached by his continued detention in facility of the Department of State Services (DSS) was no longer feasible following his conviction. Life imprisonment sentence and remanded in prison custody. Justice Bulukoromo Moses Zuko in the late judgment held that the substance of the case